Vechain or VET project began from a private and committed blockchain strategies framework and presently fills in as a multi-practical public blockchain network. Vechain is the immediate consequence of an imaginative group that comprehended the need and request of the market and prepared for a general stage reasonable for organizations. At this point, Vechain gives different arrangements that permit ordinary industry players to coordinate high-level blockchain arrangements. One of the advantages of the Vechain stage is the adaptability that makes it simpler to follow a particular industrial facility item to the end client. In 2023, refreshment and apparel groups kept putting resources into the Vechain stage to receive blockchain-based rewards and extend their business tasks later on course. Presently, we should address the fundamental outline, benefits, authentic cost execution, and anticipated value expectation of Vechain. In the wake of hitting a 2-year low of 1 cent, the cost of Vechain has begun to switch down. Notwithstanding, it is as yet workable for the digital currency to test the lower levels. During the past couple of meetings, the cost went sideways. This demonstrates that the bulls are not prepared to lose the fight. That essential outline sent off in 2015. Vechain functions as a blockchain-based project. The underlying business sector impression of Vechain was that it blossoms with blockchain innovation and item following that clients can coordinate onto their gadgets as chips, RFID trackers, or QR codes. This system to coordinate item information into savvy chips delivered more information unwavering quality than any other time. The target of Vechain is to streamline inventory network processes, further develop item security, validation, and confirmation, and proposition insurance against forging. Truly, the underlying progress of Vechain and coordinated factors increased the expectation. At last, Vechain figured out how to lay out a market presence as a head blockchain specialist organization for a large number of organizations in various ventures. As of now, the objective of Vechain is to make a strong, dependable, and straightforward circulated environment that works for organizations and guarantees a perfect progression of data across organizations. In a brief time frame, the Vechain project has become well known for its dynamic coordinated effort drives with prestigious enterprises like Microsoft, Well Shop, Shanghai Gas, H&M, and BMW Gathering. How Vechain hangs out in the crypto market. Blockchain innovation is the primary structure block that fills Vechain. Through blockchain innovation, Vechain needs to reform venture-scale activities and impact market changes. Furthermore, in opposition to biased market discernment, the blockchain innovation of Vechain reaches out past use instances of the cryptographic money. All things considered, Vechain works as a stage that keeps on pushing outdated limits through blockchain productivity that utilizes a high-level stage. With Vechain, enterprises can access and utilize an additional proficient and dependable option instead of stick to conventional arrangements. Any business that needs to grow its computerized impression in banking, medical care, or another area will track down Vechain significant. In banking, Vechain can assist directors with understanding value-based conduct as well as the monetary limit of an individual or firm to conclude whether it ought to concede a help or credit. With regards to DLT and IoT advances, Vechain keeps on being at the front line and needs to drive positive change in the business. Vechain, at its center, stands apart on the grounds that it needs to assist organizations with incorporating viable IoT and DLT arrangements. A typical client may not understand it, yet it is difficult to isolate blockchain innovation and IoT. All things considered, the two advancements guarantee synchronized endeavors and make ready for proficient and practical information following apparatuses. You can anticipate that Vechain should turn out to be more famous and offer ability in IoT and blockchain innovation and give coordinated advantages. With additional essential organizations, Vechain currently partakes in a hardy situation on the lookout. Be that as it may, Vechain isn't simply engaged with operations and production network accomplices. As a matter of fact, it currently shapes key organizations with different businesses to offer proactive and tech-driven arrangements. Vechain Foundation in the beginning phases. Vechain became practical as an enemy of duplicating and production network the board framework filled by IoT and blockchain advances. Toward the finish of 2017, rebranding endeavors began and Vechain upheld decentralized applications. Vechain Establishment is an enrolled non-benefit firm in Singapore and deals with the whole undertaking. Starting around 2017, the Improvement Group has had great legitimate help to make a complete guide and move the task in an ever-evolving course. Right all along, Vechain Establishment needed to fabricate uniform organizations with significant industry players across the world. Before the send-off of its blockchain innovation came into the image, the Vechain project previously had colossal progress in the production network area. As a matter of fact, Vechain was considered as an exceptionally proficient blockchain-based arrangement by the Chinese government. However, since China has restricted ICO, Vechain hasn't gotten the opportunity to offer an underlying coin offering. As the lawful circles become more dubious in China, Vechain figured out how to discount Chinese members during the early ICO stages to meet the legitimate necessity. Vechain, authentic examination after cost decrease in August and September. Notwithstanding, the bounce back ended up being transitory. Not long after the drawn-out downturn, the cost of VET began to raise a ruckus around town at $0. Yet, even subsequent to shutting at $0, 2020 turned into a development-driven year for Vechain. Yet, in February 2020 onwards, VET again hit a new low of $0. Luckily, in June 2020, VET figured out how to push the obstruction and hit the most exorbitant cost of 2 cents. By late October 2020, the cost of the VET had begun to recuperate and eventually shut at 2 cents toward the finish of 2020. VET value forecast 2023 as indicated by our cost expectation model joined with specialized market examination. You can anticipate that the VET cost should be around 16 cents toward the finish of 2023. The most extreme anticipated cost of VET might reach 19 cents. Also, assuming business sector capitalization and market development proceeded, you can anticipate that VET should pass the boundary of 19 cents mark. VET value expectation 2024 by 2023. The determined value forecast of Vechain is supposed to be positive all through 2024. By and large, you can anticipate that the VET cost should settle at around 20 cents in 2024. With regards to the base value forecast of Vechain, the worth might come down to 19 cents. In any case, as long as the ongoing business sector cost of the VET holds up, you can hope to see all the more long-haul benefits for financial backers. VET value expectation 2025, albeit the drawn-out cost forecast method of Vechain isn't 100% exact. The determined costs indicate a significant flood. Our specialized examination recommends that the Vechain cost might hit 21 cents toward the finish of 2025. That very year will likewise bring more open doors and opportunities for the Vechain organization. All through 2025, you can hope to see reliable value development of VET in a vertical direction in Q4 2025. Overall, you might anticipate that VET should raise a ruckus around town mark toward the finish of 2025. With regards to long-haul cost expectation, the base and most extreme determined worth of VET might go from 24 cents to 29 cents toward the finish of 2025. From that point onward, Vechain would probably observe a steady cost for the following 5 years. VET cost expectation 2026 to 2030 like 2023, 2024, and 2025, 2026 and following years show a hopeful cost increment of Vechain. With exclusive standards joined to the Vechain project, the market capitalization and standard reception of the blockchain organization of VET appear to be unavoidable soon. As referenced before, the determined cost expectation for VET later 2025 would probably settle at 29 cents from 2026 to 2030. Assuming that the economic situation stays stable, you can see VET pick up more speed in 32 cents. As indicated by our cost expectation model of Vechain, the drawn-out exhibition of VET looks hopeful.